Hey, what's up guys, it's just Shaker Reviews, and behind me is a 2012 Hyundai Veracruz. Now, for those of you who may be asking yourself, Jake, isn't that Santa Fe? No, this is a Veracruz. What is that, you may ask? Well, back in 2007, Hyundai was like, hey, we got a cool thing going with this Wrestler thing. We got the Tucson, we got the Santa Fe. Hey, let's make a biggest SUV and call it the Veracruz. What does that name mean? It's named after a very beautiful, city in Mexico. Beautiful city. I haven't been there. It's a must to go. So this was named after. This is the biggest SUV Hyundai had for a time, but they had to discontinue it back in 2012 because, well, they figured, well, since not many people know what a Veracruz is, let's just put the Santa Fe back so that people know and see if that does better. Now, is this car still good even though not many people bought it? That's who I'm here to find out. So, some specs. I want to say 260 horsepower. Yeah, 260 horsepower, 257 pound-feet of torque. Pretty good. Got V6 engine, bunch of other stuff. Alright, I'm gonna quit talking. Walk around time! Alright guys, look at this beautiful car. Now when I saw this on pictures, because, well, I had to look this one up, because I didn't, be honest with you guys, I had no idea what this thing existed. I thought it was a little weird, but seeing it in person, it's actually not that bad. I mean, look. It has that Hyundai little angular lights that we're going with. If you guys remember the Elantra review, this one had a similar design, which was actually pretty nice. Nice fog lights, nice grille. Pretty nice car. Beautiful wheels. Really like these wheels. These wheels, I believe, are 18s, 20-inch. They're good for this. Pretty nice, good alloy wheels, you know, the gist. You have turn signal indicators right here. Not many cars have these for some reason. Don't know why Hyundai. Some cars don't have this. Well, if you guys know, let me know. So yeah, love the trimming, love the chrome trimming. Now this is a limited, which means this is the luxury version. So the Hyundai targeted the Lexus RX, I want to say, the biggest Lexus had, to see if, you know, trying to make it better. So yeah, Veracruz, nice badging. This looks very different from any Hyundai I've ever seen. Pop the trunk. You hold it. It's a little slow, but this is from 2012. At least it works. Pretty nice space. This is the biggest SUV Hyundai had up for the time, so I would hope that you get a lot of space. Not tremendous amount of space compared to others, but it's actually not that bad. Yep, it does go. So yeah, pretty nice. Love the color of this car. Believe they call it silver metallic. I don't know. I'll look it up. Beautiful color. Here's that beautiful V6 I was telling you about. The Yamas 2 something. Weird name. Pretty much what this is. It's a naturally aspirated V6, 3.8 liter, making 260 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. A good size engine. It's big enough for this kind of SUV. Normally, these big SUVs usually get V8s, but maybe V6 is still good. You never know. So, I guess we just slam this. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Alright. Time to hop in. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, ooh. 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 Ooh, this is nice. Wow. This is a wow. Alright guys, first I'm going to turn on the car, and then we're going to talk with the owner and see what's so cool about this car. To start this car, well, it's a little weird. So, you put this in. Oh, that's cool. Then you take it out, or a little weird. So yeah. Alright, after checking the order, this is actually a really nice car for a 2012 Hyundai. This is really nice. Key features about this, like we said before, that little thing is, well, it's a little weird, but I see where they're going. That's actually really cool. What that is you can literally take it out or turn it, have the key with you. You don't have the key. You don't have to have the key in the ignition. Take it out or anything like that, which is really cool. Now I don't know why this didn't. That's similar to a push start. So obviously, if you want a push start, get that. But back in 2012, you didn't have push starts really. They were rarely out, and they didn't really want to work. So this is actually a good alternative to push start, but still give you somewhat of the pros of having a push start. Nice little speaker system, heated seats, radio. There aren't too much to say about this car, but it's actually pretty nice. Now to hop in the back, nice little light right there. You have air conditioning. You have a little, if I can get it, little TV where you can watch movies and stuff like that. Before you say, well, Jake, almost all SUVs have that, but this one has it. 2012, and it's pretty nice. I do like the Volvo where it has two, or the Toyotas that have two separate out, and that way, if you have two kids, that way they can, not have to argue with it. But besides that, it's just a nice car and pretty cool. Alright, get back in the driver's seat. Alright. Alright guys, you know what time it is. Time to drive this baby. Alright guys, time to drive the 2012 Hyundai Veracruz Limited. Right.
Jake, you might want to go back. You're going to hit it.
Yeah. Well. Not a lot of space. A lot of visibility for this car. This thing does not hide its size, that's for sure. But not bad. Plenty of visibility when if you want to back up. Ooh. Very solid feel. Nice car. Nice. Nice car. It feels like an SUV. But yeah, pretty nice. Not bad. It feels more, I guess how you say, car, more like a machine, because it doesn't have all those technology like the new ones do. Wow! This thing takes off! Wow! That's insane! Wow! Wow! That's pretty cool for this car. Wow. Surprising. I expect that from this big SUV. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Really like this car. It's pretty solid. It's not too hard. It's not too wonky. It doesn't feel too big. The steering is actually really nice. It's a good car. Really like the styling. Love the leather. Pretty comfortable. Now, is this better than the Lexus GX? I don't know. I haven't driven the GX, especially the new one or this version where they're competing. But comparing this to the Volvo, yes, I know, guys. You can't really. That's a Volvo. It's way different, completely different category, but that's still an SUV. This feels just as comfortable, as easy to drive as the Volvo. Obviously, the Volvo have way more stuff in it, but you pay more for this. This car base price was around $29, and this car specifically was $34. I want to say. Nice steering. which is not bad. Right now, these things are worth 10 to 13, depends on what you get, which is pretty good for a 2012 car and a big SUV. I mean, this thing is hold well. This thing has 97,000 miles, so I imagine this thing will be worth around 11 to 12 grand, this is definitely worth it. Now, is this better than a Toyota or Lexus or any of the other brands? Well, it depends on what you want. Do you want to pay that much for a Lexus? If you really want a Lexus, you're gonna pay for it. Or do you want that level of luxury, but don't want to pay that much? That's kind of what you get with this car. It's not the most luxurious car, comparing it to like a Volvo or other actual luxury cars, but comparing this to other cars in the base price point, like a Ford Explorer, Expedition, Toyota Highlander, Sequoia, stuff like that, this is much nicer than those. To me, Toyota hasn't really done much with those cars in a while, and to me, a lot of them look kind of like station wagons. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm still gonna review it, but by looks, this thing looks a bit better, and it feels more luxurious. This thing doesn't really feel 100% like a luxury car, but it does feel way better than most SUVs out there. I've driven the Ford Explorer not too long ago. Sorry I didn't have much time with it, so I couldn't give a video. It was alright. It was nice. Had a good get up and go. But this thing feels more compact, more stable than that car. Now, I still would probably get the Ford over this. That's because I like Ford. But if you're choosing between this and the Ford, I say get this. Especially if you want something really luxurious. And something can do this. That's nice. Now, little cons to us as I've been getting used to it. I want to say lag. This isn't a turbocharged car, but the throttle response, it does take in a minute if you are really needing to get up and go. It does take a couple seconds for it to go. That's common. I think that's common for most Hyundai. The Elantra I drove did the same thing as well. But it gets up and goes, just like the Elantra did. And it's sporty. I mean, this thing sounds nice, has a good tone to it. It's a nice car. Now, when you buy this car, know that this thing doesn't gonna have the current technology, which is kind of obvious, but you would be surprised how many people buy this car saying, oh, why doesn't it have all the current technology and yada yada yada. Well, it's 2012, guys. 2012. They weren't much back then, but comparing this to other 2012s, this is very nice. I mean, you got nice wooden lanes, nice air conditioning, heated seats, which is kind of obvious, but pretty nice. Now, I don't know if this is fake wood or real wood, but it's actually not that bad. It feels nice. Everything in here feels nice. The steering wheel is a little cheap on the leather, but this is a Hyundai. It feels a lot like my car, which is a Toyota. The actual luxury brands do have a better leather for the steering wheel, but this thing is better gripping. I've had a hard time gripping some of the really nice leather wheels because, well, they're nice, but you can't really grip them on or really do what these things can do. This thing you can really grip it real hard, which is good. Now, I'm assuming the owner doesn't really drive it fast or on curvy roads, but if you need to do tight corners, this thing can do it, which is kind of nice. Throttle response, as I said, is not the best. It does take a minute to go. It does get up and go, though. You just gotta give it about 2 seconds. But steering, this thing steers like probably one of the best steering cars I've driven. for what it is. This is the biggest SUV you could have gotten for back 2012 with the Hyundai, and this thing turns like it's a little car. I'm not kidding. This thing turns on a dime, which is kind of surprising because this thing is ginormous. And comparing this to Mazda and all that, I like them, but as I said in the Mazda videos, they barely have any space. They are crossovers. So when you buy that car, you're not really looking at this car, mainly because that's a crossover, this is an SUV. What the difference is? Space. Space. And gas mileage. When you buy this, you don't really care about gas mileage. You want the space, you want the seats, and you want to be able to go off-road. The point of an SUV. Crossover, you want to be up high, but you don't want to pay that much. You want good gas mileage, and you don't really need a lot of space. That's the point of a crossover. But to me, the only problem I have with some of them is the console. There's hardly any space in them, which is where in this, you might show, it's actually really nice. I mean, look at that. You can actually fit a lot of crap in there. Now, is this thing better than... I quite like it. It's a good space, good enough space. It's big enough where you gets up and goes when you need to. This is a really, really, really good car. Now, the only cons I have it is it doesn't have all that current technology, but don't buy this for this. It does have some technology that I do find surprising, like this thing right here, which I thought was really cool. They did change the key for this car, so finally. If you guys remember from the Elantra, the key was so old looking. I mean, it looked like a key from the 90s. This one does not look like a key from the 90s. It looks like a proper key from the modern era. It's a little weird when you put it in, but it's actually not that bad. It has all the things you need to do: fog lights, air conditioning, all that crazy jazz. It does what you need to do. This car doesn't have navigation, but like here, you can just get a Garmin. That's what I do. My car has it. But turns on space and all that. This is a good car. I am going to have to drive the Lexus version, the Lexus competitor of this, and all the other brands. See, are they still good? But comparing this just by how this feels, this is amazing. So yeah, if you be sure to subscribe more. I'm going to do the honest review in just a few seconds. But if you haven't liked this video, like this video. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'm doing loads of cars, and I'm driving unique cars like this all the time. This car may be weird with the naming, you know, that not many people know it, but it's still a really, really, really good car. And that's why this car gets a high rating. Do I recommend it? Heck yeah. But if you are wanting a Hyundai with big as this and you don't want to pay too much for a big new one, or if you're buying, let's say you have a new driver and they need a good car, get them this. And they are going to school or something like that, you could probably go to college in this car. You would have air conditioning and loads of other technology, and you have still no space. And you're not paying that much for a brand new one. 10 grand. I mean, this is a ridiculously good deal for this car. So, if you're a college student looking for a car, or a parent who needs a car for work, or for their kid going to college, stuff like that, this is the perfect car for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the honor for letting me drive her beautiful Hyundai Elantra Limited. As always, I look forward to seeing you guys next video. See you later. Did I seriously just say Elantra instead of Veracruz? Sorry, Hyundai enthusiasts, I said the wrong name. It was a long day doing so. So, my opinion for this car is I love it. It's a really, really good car for the price. It's not the most luxurious car for the time, but it's a Hyundai. I don't expect it to be a Volvo, but it is very really nice car to be in to drive compared to Toyota and other brands similar in the price point. I do highly recommend this to anyone who wants an about 10-12 grand SUV. It's really reliable. It's really gets lots of space. You get about 17 to 21 gas mileage, which is pretty good. It gets up and goes. It does what you need to do. Got a lot of space. I think it's four-wheel drive, which is there is an all-wheel drive version. So if you're gonna go off-road, get the all-wheel drive version. I highly recommend the limited version. It has lots of luxury technology. Not a lot, but it's well, not a lot of new stuff. A lot of the same stuff that was in 2012, like heated seats, cruise control, air conditioning, radio, well, not just any air conditioning, automatic air conditioning, like you can set it and stuff like that. And one feature that we didn't get, the owner didn't tell me to afterwards, was the car has a little remote, has a little sensor in the back to where it works kind of like how a camera works, to where if you get close to something, it has a little sensor to go beep, 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 and if you get too close, it goes beep, 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 let you know, like, hey, you're getting too close to it. To me, that's really cool. I guess that was before Hyundai put in iCamera. Don't know why they put backup camera for this car, but hey, that's what they want with. I really highly recommend this car, and to anyone wanting an SUV or especially a college student, this is a great college car to have. A good gas mileage, good get up and go. It's good and reliable, good and safe. It has plenty of space to store your crap. So yeah, I highly recommend it. What is this compared to other brands? This is much better than other brands. So I highly recommend this one compared to Toyota, Honda, and those others. There are nice cars. I do love those cars, but this one is more of a luxurious feel. It may not be a luxury. It may not be as up to date or feel like a Bentley or anything like that. But you get what you pay for. This is much better for the price point for you get. So this is my honest review. I really like the car. Thank you to the owner again for letting me drive for beautiful Veracruz. Be subscribed for more. I look forward to seeing you guys next video. See you later.